Hello, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt. Good morning. Hello. I'm going to play some Marvel Champions early morning, as I do. I love playing games early in the morning and whatnot. So today we are going to be playing Psylocke and Angel. These are the two newest heroes, so it's super exciting. We're going to take a page out of the book of Steve Kimmel and play some Expert Claw here and see how we do. I am going to adjust my decks just a little bit. Psylocke, I want to just get a few other cards in, but I'm going to try to still play with copies of everything. Angels, I didn't do as much change to, so we'll see how all of that goes and whatnot. Hello, Eric. Happy Friday to you as well, and anybody else who's in the chat joining us and whatnot. It may just be a few people early in the morning, so if you're watching this later, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend as well. So let's go down to the table and see the changes that I've made, and we'll fight some Claw here. All right, so we got Expert Claw set up. So what I did is I took these cards out of her set. I took out a Power of the Mind, an Upside the Head, a Concussive Blow, a Directed Force, 2 Float Like a Butterfly, and 2 Telepathy. So these are one only of. I could technically play this Float Like a Butterfly over here, but I just figured let's see some other cards. So I took 8 cards out, and I'm adding 9 cards in. So I will be +1. So I've got a double resource, just a little more. A Power of Justice. I've got 3 double resources just to start getting cards. A Sense of Justice, an Under Surveillance just to keep that under control. She doesn't have a lot of threat removal even in Justice. This is very like vigilante Justice. 2 Skilled Investigators, and I put in this Telekinesis from the back of her pack, which can deal damage by paying mentals. So there's that. So we'll put those there. Hey, Spartan. All right, and then we've got 3 doubles here is all I switched in. He does have Power of Flight. I took out 2 of the Soaring Acrobatics, which again, he could put over here, but she doesn't have any aerial, and a Containment Strategy, because we weren't doing that as often, and just shuffle the double resources in. So that is set. We've got Claw out here. We'll shuffle these decks. If you are squeamish, avert your eyes. This is how I play with the Trifold. By the way, it's absolutely gorgeous if you have not seen it yet. That card is so awesome. So that's how we will play that. There, Warren Worthington. So let's give everything a shuffle and let's get going. We've got our obligations in there. We've got our cards in play. I think these come in on the Psy Knife side, right? Put your 2 Psy energy upgrades into play. Psy Knife side face up. Exhaust a Psi energy upgrades. Shuffle a psionic card from your discard pile into your deck. All right, cool. So these can each be exhausted to give us a mental resource, and then we can choose to flip the card. They also give Psylocke +1 thwart each, which is pretty awesome. Over here, he's got Warren Worthington can heal 1 damage from himself once per round. Good afternoon, Dentaris. Now, whenever somebody says good afternoon, whatever that Christmas movie was with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, is that what it was? And didn't they do like a "Good Afternoon is Rude" song or something? That was terrible. That made me sound really dumb. All right, we'll give up Claw's deck a shuffle, and then we're going to have Betsy Braddock be the first player, so we're going to discard until we get a minion. So we are playing Claw and Expert, but this is the regular modular setup. So let's see what we get for a minion off the bat. It's going to be the Armored Guard. The Armored Guard. All right, so let's draw here. There's a Skilled Investigator. That's nice to see early. Sense of Justice, we could get down a van, so we could put things down, although we need to deal with some of this stuff. So we do have Captain Britain who can help us out. We're not going to do this Concussive Blow. We don't really need this damage right off the bat. That's a lot of build that we have there. But it would be good to see some doubles. So let's just assume this and the Sense of Justice we're not going to deal with and see if we can draw a double. No, but we did get another Skilled Investigator, which would be awesome. Actually, we could use these. So there's a shot we could do some stuff here. Cool. All right. Then we will draw for Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we did get our Techno-Organic Wings. Those are strong to get down early. We also got the Ever Vigilant, although we can't do that early on. I think we're good here. We could do this containment strategy. This Ever Vigilant isn't going to be useful to us, so we'll discard that. I don't actually think we'll do this containment strategy. Well, there's a way we could get rid of one of the other ones whenever we defend. Remove one, so maybe. All right, so we'll just draw one more and see what we get. Another Ever Vigilant. Yeah, her precon is a little tricky to use. So we'll see what we can do here. All right. So first things first, I think we'll get these 2 skilled investigators down. I guess it's not super helpful to him depending on timing of things, but see what we can do. So then we can flip to this side. So we can have her thwart for 3. If we flip both of these, she could kill this guy, and then we could deal with this other stuff long term. We could keep the van to put out next turn if we don't get rid of defense networks. That's not a terrible idea. Can we get rid of both? Can he get rid of threat? He can play adaptive plumage. And then when he plays that, he'll be able to do that. Yeah, okay. So I think we have a plan here. So we are going to use the Psy Knife and the Psy Knife here to plus Psionic Training and Cypher to play Captain Britain. So he is... he takes -1 consequential after he thwarts a side scheme or attacks a minion. So we're going to have him thwart Immortal Claw for 3, and he only takes 1. Otherwise, he takes 2 consequential. Move this down here. My board is going to become a mess, so everybody be ready for that. All right, now we have these. Both of these Psy Katanas give us a physical resource, +1 attack, and we gain piercing. So now we're going to attack for 3. She's a 1/1/2, so she'll attack for 3 with piercing and get rid of this armored guard. And we should be good there. All right, Warren Worthington is going to flip over to Angel. And then I'm going to use... Wow, which ones do I want to use here? Yeah, what can I play? I think I'm just going to have to play the wings, right? Oh, I'm actually going to get rid of everything. All right, so we're going to use Power of Flight, which pays double for an aerial event, and Containment Strategy. If you are Angel, remove 3 threat from a scheme and confuse an enemy, so we will do that. Immortal Claw is gone. Triggers Skilled Investigator for both players. So we draw a Metamorphosis here. Over here we draw a double. Well, we can play under surveillance, unfortunately not this turn. So this is done. And then after we play... Ooh. All right. After we play an aerial event, we draw a card. Hey, render medical aid. That's not too bad. So then my next plan was to play, which I think I'll still do. So I'm going to use Angel's Airy, Ever Vigilant, and Metamorphosis to play the Techno-Organic Wings. I'll talk about that one in a second. And then I'm going to put down this render medical aid side scheme. So when this is defeated, each player can heal a total of 5 damage from characters they control. The Techno-Organic Wings are pretty clutch, so I can thwart for 2 off a defense network. Then I can ready a character. So I'll ready... then I can ready Angel if I'm in Angel form. If I am in Archangel form, I can exhaust this to decrease the cost of playing an event. Aerial event by 2. And I could thwart that for 2 again, but I'm actually ironically thinking we both would get a card draw next turn. So what I'm going to actually do is thwart 2 off of here to have this one be a little bit lower. All right. Hey, Peter. Angels wasn't so bad, but yeah, adjusting hers is crucial. I'm interested to see how well she'll do against Masterbold. Her precon is all about confusing the villain, which is welcome, but proves useless against the stalwart villain. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're going to build a whole deck that's based on confusing and then go up against the stalwart, you're going to run into trouble. Unlike something like Hawkeye, where you just say, okay, well, let me not use Stun and Confuse, which, you know, is a little trickier. You have to dance around those, but use things to kill minions. You go with other ideas, right? But yeah, when you say, I want to stun or confuse with this card, and then you can't stun or confuse, it's not super relevant. Her whole thing is not necessarily stunning, confusing, so that's what's good. She has some events that do that, but not as much. All right, so let's draw up here. So we've got Ever Vigilant with a Power of Flight, Cannonball, Metamorphosis, and Psylocke. So Ever Vigilant and Cannonball would be awesome, which we actually could do. We thwart, then we ready, then we draw a card, then we play Cannonball. So that's good shape. We also have a card draw there and a ready here, so that's nice. We may have to do a little defending, though. All right, and then, she only draws 2 because she is a 4-hander. So we've got Angel and Psionic Redirect. When you would take any amount of damage from an enemy, prevent 2 of that damage for each Psi Katana you control, prevent 2 additional damage for each Psi Knife you control, confuse that enemy. All right, so I can block 6 damage with this if it comes down to it, right? So that's pretty good. All right, so Claw is going to add 2 threat. The key with Claw is to always remove these starting things and not try to build as much. So I only got Skilled Investigators. I did get this Wings down, but it helped me to remove these things. So then you're not fighting an uphill battle. So he's going to attack me for 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll just take 4 for now. I could always play that card on a future attack. And then over here, he's going to attack Angel. I think same thing, so that I can remove more threat. I will take the damage. Yikes, that's going to be for 6, so he's also down to 6. Oops. All right, and then we get a card each. Here it's going to be Claw's Vengeance. Claw attacks you. If this deals damage, add 1 threat to the main scheme. All right, so he's going to attack for 1. Deal 1 damage to each hero. And he attacks for 1. So now I have to decide to play my card or be exhausted. I guess there's not a lot I'm playing otherwise. So I will flip these. I will spend these 2 and flip them to play Psionic Redirect. So I will block 2 damage. And then for each Psi Katana, confuse an enemy. Oh, he was already actually confused, so that'll have to stay on there. But we'll do it that way. All right, and then over here, we're going to get... Oh, man. Master Plan. Well, that sunk my master plan. All right, this is going to pass over here to Angel. So now we can't do Ever Vigilant easily. All right. So we will use Psylocke and Power of Flight to play Cannonball. And when we play an aerial card, we draw a card. So it's Worthington Industries. I guess we can make this work. So then Cannonball will thwart for 2. He takes 2 consequential, but he takes -1 for every aerial card in my hand. So he takes 0. Perfect. Angel will thwart for 2. Then I'll use the Wings to ready and thwart for 2 again and get rid of the defense network. That will trigger Skilled Investigator, draw a card, Aerial Intervention, draw a card, double resource, man. Excuse me. Then, now I could play Ever Vigilant, or I could play Warren Worthington. Deal damage. So I think Ever Vigilant makes sense here. So I will use Metamorphosis and Aerial Intervention to ready with Ever Vigilant and remove 2 threat from the main. And then, what do I want to do? I need to heal. Maybe they both just need to heal. So I will flip down, heal 1 with my ability, and then heal 3 by recovering. And I'll hold on to this. All right, let's see here. I'm going to use an energy to play an Under Surveillance on the main scheme. Then I'm going to just flip and recover. Is it boring? Yeah, I mean, my other option is to thwart that Render Medical Aid, huh? But I don't need it right now. So I will flip and recover, go to 8. And then Captain Britain will thwart this down to 3. All right, so I do have blockers. I've got him confused. I guess I'll hold Angel for the wild resource. And see what we can get. Wow, we got lots of resources. So maybe my adding double resources was bad. All right, Soaring Hearts. There's our team up. Search your discard pile for an identity-specific event. Add it to your hand. Ready, Angel, and Psylocke. All right, not so bad. We've got things under control here. Now we've just got to get our health pools back up a little bit. Over here, we're going to draw 2/6. And we've got Warpath, who has toughness. After he defends against an attack, play an event with a hero action ability from your hand, paying its cost. Also have this taunt, which is pretty awesome. We can take a hit and draw 3 cards. So, excuse me, should be good. Happy release day. Thanks, BGL. Not dying is really boring. Yeah. Did I say it's going to be really boring to flip down? Nice. All right, over here he will scheme. He's confused. Over here he will scheme for 2. Plus 2 is 4. This will go to 6 out of 16, so we're okay there. Then we'll each get a card. Masters of Mayhem. If no attacks were made this way, then I have to search and put an enemy into play. All right. Well, Whirlwind has 6. Melter has 5, so we'll go Melter. Get him out of the deck. All right. Over here we get Tiger Shark. Do, 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 do. All right, so we did our thwarting, so now we've got to do our attacking. So that will be interesting here. All right, he is going to heal 1 as an action. Even though it's her turn, we've got 2 damage here if we want it. We've got Directed Force, so we could do that, but we have nothing to play. That's what's tricky. We can play this Soaring Hearts to ready. Okay, so this might not be terrible. We can exhaust one of these to shuffle a card back in. I don't think that's a big deal. Oh, we could actually just exhaust this way, right? Heal back to 10, flip up, then we can't let him heal, but we can use the 2 knives to pay for Soaring Hearts. We pay for Soaring Hearts, we ready Psylocke, and we search discard pile for an identity-specific event. Darn it. Well, not super helpful. All right, so then what we can do is we can attack here for plus 3 damage. Is he holding any damage? He just has the taunt. Man. Damage is hard to come by at the moment. After hero makes an attack, confuse the enemy. Yeah, I don't have much I can do here. So, could have thwarted this, but that's kind of a waste, huh? Just to draw a card. All right, so Psylocke will use Directed Force because she's attacking with Piercing against Melter, so she gets plus 2, so that's going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is out, and then I can't play any other cards, ironically. So I guess I save that for damage. Captain Britain can attack here for 3 and is out. So then we can have them at least take out Tiger Shark. Wow, that is a dead hand. So my double resources might have been bad. I could use this, makes a basic attack, confuse that enemy. Yeah. Yikes. All right, so then he healed 1. He can flip to Angel. Nope. All right, so I will heal 1. I'm going to use Containment Strategy to play Worthington Industries so I can shuffle an aerial card back in and then draw. What do I want to shuffle back in? Maybe Metamorphosis or Adaptive Plumage. Metamorphosis is fine. Thanks, Brombe. Enjoy work. Happy Friday. Good luck at work, maybe is a better phrase. I don't know. All right. So then I could flip to Angel. I could also flip to... Hold on. Play an aerial event. So if I spent these two, I would draw a card and get this card back, and then I could play Warpath. I like that. So we're going to use Taunt and Avian Anatomy to play Natural Flight. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. So we'll bring this one down to 2. If you're Angel, this Thwart ignores Crisis. And then because we used Avian Anatomy, it comes back to our hand, plus we draw a card off of Angel of Life. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to play Warpath, who comes in with a Tough. After he defends, I can play an action from my hand. Oh, darn. Wait, hold on. Before I play those cards, I'm going to attack for 2 so that I don't take any consequential. Then Angel will attack for 1 to take out Tiger Shark, ready with the wings, and Thwart for 2 to bring this down. All right, that's looking better. I have to discard, so I'll discard Angel. And we go from here. No drop. Super weird. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have this to defend with. This can get this card down. This card is very strong. Soaring Acrobatics. When an aerial character you control uses the basic power exhaust Soaring Acrobatics, that character gets +1 to that power. That is a Spectrum card. It is screaming Spectrum at me. Stop it. Stop screaming Spectrum at me. All right, I could play an event, but I don't... These are all interrupts. I actually don't know if I need to use Warpath's Tough. But I could get Siren down. Is another option. All right, gonna have to decide. So we're gonna add 2 here. He's gonna attack over here. Since I have all the defense here, I will block with Warpath for her. It is +4, which is 5, so he loses his Tough. Now I can play a hero action. Play an event with a hero action ability, but I don't have any events with hero action abilities, so I will not be doing that. Then he's going to attack Angel, and I have several cards. So the question is, do I want to play Siren? Play Siren. Get a card. Try to play this with this. No, I'm not so worried about Siren. So I will use Ignore Boost. Or I can use this one and exhaust and draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I will just wait and have him attack me, and it's going to put this in play in front of me. It's going to be 3 damage. So I will exhaust an aerial character. I'll actually exhaust Angel, leave Cannonball. Do I still have aerial cards in my hand? Yep. Prevent 3 damage, so that's all of it. And then I get to draw a card because this is once per phase. So I get Metamorphosis in my hand. Then Weapons Runner will attack me. No, not him. Me for 1, so I'm down to 9. Okay. Advance. So he's going to scheme for 2 + 0. So that goes to 4. And Gang Up. Oh no, these are both going to attack me again, huh? All right. So now we will use... We could use Cannonball. We don't want to take the hit. That's too much. So we'll use Siren. And we'll ignore all boost icons. So it's going to be the +2. So he just hits me for 1, and then the other one hits me for 1. And unfortunately, I can't draw another card off of that. So that's all I get. All right, then we get our encounter. No, I just got my encounter cards, right? Advance and Gang Up. Yep. All right, so this passes over here. So we can ready using this. Could also play Metamorphosis. Draw another card. This will just draw me a card. All right, so we'll ready with this. We will have Cannonball. Well, I still have to punch for 1, huh? But he'll punch for 1, take out the Weapons Runner. I only have 1 aerial card. Then I will Thwart for 2. Bring this down. I readied. I'll play Metamorphosis with Power of Flight to change to Warren Worthington and draw a card. Then I'll heal one while I'm down here. I'll use Worthington Industries to shuffle Metamorphosis back in. Draw a taunt. Then spend these two to play Soaring Acrobatics. And I will flip up to Archangel. Perfect. All right, Psylocke can attack. I had this redirect, I forgot. All right, so I can attack for 3. I don't really need all this healing yet, huh? I forgot I had that card, so I blocked with the tough. And I had this card in my hand that I should have been using. So we'll use that card to do Upside the Head. After you make a basic attack, so 1, 2, 3, confuse an enemy. We'll hit him for 3. As much as I'd like to keep him confused, I think I will flip down. I will exhaust one of these. I'll leave it. And I will shuffle a psionic card back in. Psionic card back in. So it could be Soaring Hearts. Could be Telekinesis. Soaring Hearts seems good. I need her events. Yeah, part of it's interesting. Should I drop these doubles? But now that I have a 6-hand size, I'm going to hope. But hey, maybe putting those doubles in was a bad plan. All right, I got Pete Wisdom now, so I can play him, and I have this Fury of Blades, so we can get this stuff rolling. So that'll be good. Now we have stuff to play. All right, we ready up here. We ready up here. Yeah, great call. Peter's saying really likes the Cannonball ally with Archangel. Having aerial cards is pretty easy. I agree. Yeah, it's a cool play. All right. Could probably do this one here, huh? So we've got the aerial agility, so we could become tough, which is probably a good plan here. All right, we're adding 2 threat to the main. He is attacking Angel, so we will play Avian Anatomy to do aerial agility. So when we are Archangel, we get a tough status card, and we gain Retaliate 1. So he's going to attack for 3. We take no damage. We retaliate for 1. And then we trigger, after you play an aerial event, deal damage equal to its cost. So we'll deal 1 damage. And then this Avian Anatomy tells me that I get this card back in my hand. So there you go. All right. That is set. And then over here, he is confused. Again, I know I'd like to leave the confused, but it's a little tricky with 2-player if I'm going to want to flip down. Body swapped. So I cannot flip my Psy Katana upgrades. I have to discard a psionic card to do that. And then Radioactive Man. Okay. She got hit hard. So the only psionic card I have is Flurry of Blades, which is also the one that I want to deal damage with. I could attack otherwise, so we probably can still take out Radioactive Man. So I will discard my Flurry of Blades, get rid of Body Swapped. That's going there. Then I will flip to this side. Am I going to have too many resources? So I could use one of those to shuffle a card back in. Yeah, okay. So we'll exhaust one of these to shuffle Flurry of Blades back in, but not flip it. We'll flip to this side. We'll spend 2 doubles to play Pete Wisdom. So I have to be an X-Force. After I resolve a when revealed effect of a treachery card, I heal 1 from him. Then I will use this Psy Katana and the Power of the Mind to play Float Like a Butterfly. So I deal +1 damage to confused enemies. I will attack for 3 and have Pete Wisdom attack for 2. So that's 5 damage. And then we'll come over here. And What do we want to play? We want to remove threat. Have him attack us. Have him attack us isn't terrible. We have this aerial agility. Where do we have resources? All right. So we will use adaptive plumage to play taunt. So the villain attacks you. Other characters cannot defend against this attack. Draw 3 cards. We will deal a damage to him. We will defend for 4 using the wings. And then, oh shoot, then we have to play aerial agility as well. So we'll just defend for 4. He's going to hit me for 3, and if it deals damage, I'm exhausted. So nothing there. So we get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Now we can flip. We can ready. We can razor dive. If we play this natural agility, all right, so hold on. Why did I spend that? Did I spend that to pay cheaper for something, or did I just not ready it? I don't think this should be exhausted, right? I didn't pay cheaper for anything. Nope. Oh, I was exhausting this for my defense. So I was 4 defense. Got it. All right, so we'll exhaust this to make a card 2 cheaper. So we'll make natural flight 2 cheaper. When we... Oh, we already did the 1, so we shouldn't have done taunt. Okay, so we won't deal the 1 damage here. Sorry, everybody. We won't trigger this effect. Now we're going to do natural flight, remove 4 threat, deal 2 damage to an enemy to kill radioactive man. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to put 1 damage on him. All right, then we can do metamorphosis and change forms. We already can change forms. We could heal. Heal's not bad. All right, so we'll use Razor Dive and Soaring Hearts to do Metamorphosis. Change to Warren Worthington, draw a card. It's a double. We'll use his ability to heal 1. Actually, not really an issue staying in this form. I forgot to deal with Cannonball. I will change... Oh, sorry, I'll do this ability to shuffle a card back in. I'm liking that Metamorphosis, so let's keep that going. And draw another double. It happens, it happens. Then we will flip up to Angel. I mean, we might as well just go back to Archangel, right? There's nothing else to do. And have Warpath deal 2 damage. Sure. 29. Cannonball will stay because he would go out because I should have done all that with him before. But it's fine. All right. She's going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got this psionic redirect if we can remember. Maybe I need to put it face up. And then Archangel will draw 2 more. He's got the aerial agility. And get an encounter card. All right, this is where I start to run into trouble with Claw because he goes through the deck and then it starts to go quick on threat. But that under surveillance is helping a lot. And I actually don't even care about that first scheme anymore. So, kind of time to get the build out and go for damage. Okay, so he is going to add 2 threat. Hey, we got people here. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Feel free to say hello in the chat, ask me questions. I'm here for it. All right. So it's a little thinky, but we're doing okay. So I'm not super worried about it. All right. Have this aerial agility. So he's attacking over here first. Do we just have Cannonball block, even though Cannonball could just like consistently do whatever? Can we have? Oh, Psylocke has this card, so she could do this, and then deal some damage, maybe. Okay, so sure. So we'll just have her take the hit for 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to accelerate. 4, deal 1 damage to each hero. Rude. Alright, so she's taken 4. So we will play Psionic Redirect for 1 and a Mental Detection 2. And then we block 2 damage, additional 2 for each katana, and we confuse for each Psy Knife. So we'll do that. So that's kind of how we have to think through this. And we can't necessarily play Flurry of Blades unless we clear a side scheme. Got it. All right. He's attacking over here, so I can play this Aerial Agility if I get rid of one of these other cards. I can block with Cannonball at this point. I can block myself. And I can block for myself. That seems fine. Yep. Aerial Agility would deal a damage. Two damage. About to be giving up like a double. Yeah, I'm just going to block. All right, so we will block. I'll block for 4. So he's going to hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I take 1. No worries. And then we get cards. This one's going to be Shadow of the Past. I don't have a way to cancel it. All right. We're going to get Chimera here and Interdimensional Plunder. Place 1 threat here for each upgrade in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put 9 threat on this. I think that's sticking around for a while. And Chimera is when she activates against you, get +1 scheme, a +X scheme and +X attack. X is the number of mental resources on cards you control. Okay, Pete Wisdom's going to heal 1 because we did a when revealed on a treachery. Then over here, we're going to get Weapons Runner into Exhaustion. Haha. Into Advance. Oh no. Into Masters of Mayhem. So we're going to go find somebody and put them out. Which I guess is Melter again. Welcome back, Melter. Found Psylocke to be a very pondering hero. Sitting there thinking, what do I do? Do I flip? Yeah, she's definitely very thinky. She's not super new player friendly. Excuse me. I feel like Domino's similar, but Domino, you start to like learn the pattern of what you want to do. And then it's finding some other options. All right, we need to deal damage. So first things first, before I forget, Cannonball will just take out the Weapons Runner. Because I've got that. I also have this Razor Dive. So that seems pretty clutch. If I ready on the other side, I can remove some threat, which isn't super threatening at the moment. So my wings... Yeah, okay. So we will spend 3 to Razor Dive. We'll deal 6 damage to an enemy. It has Overkill and Piercing. So we'll deal 6 to Chimera with Overkill, and then we can deal 3 because we are Archangel afterward. Hold on. Do we want to pay 2 less for that? No. Okay, then we will play Metamorphosis to change to Angel. We'll remove 2 threat from a scheme. We will ready, yep. And draw a card, because we resolved that, so we get a taunt. We will ready with the wings. We will thwart again for 2. I guess get this down to 1. Minorly worth healing now. Not really. So I don't need to worry about that. I have this taunt, and then I can actually flip to another form. I think I want her to flip down to get more cards. So I'm going to flip back to Archangel. And then I can shuffle a card from my discard pile back in. Hey, actually, you know what? We're going to do Razor Dive. Keep that damage alive. Yeah. Anytime you have an upgrade and you give it multiple possibilities, it's going to be an amazing card, right? Like Venom's Gun. the multi-gun. Like, those are just, hey, what do I need right now? It's permanently on the table for me. All right, and Warpath will... well, Pete Wisdom can do that. So Warpath will deal 2 here to Melter. I said Pete Wisdom deal it directly. We'll hold this taunt. We'll come over here to Psylocke. Psylocke could play this mental detection, so I can remove threat from a scheme. Not much that I want to do. I could clear render medical aid, but I don't care about that either, so we'll deal 2 damage here. Then I can deal 2 damage. So I guess we play this. I don't want to flip that over, though. So I will attack for 2. 24. I don't think I need to bring that down. But I guess I can anyway. So then I'll use the katana, flip it, plus flurry of blades, and remove 5 threat from a scheme. So I'll bring this down, and then I'll flip over. Again, I'm flipping because I want to get her 6 hand size. I know it adds threat, but I don't even care if this pops. This is not even a big deal to me. The only reason I would bring this down is so we can draw for skilled investigators. All right, Razor Dive, Containment Strategy, Power Flight, Soaring Hearts. Those are some options. So I could use Soaring Hearts. I gotta remember I could defend. All right, 6 here. Here's a Concussive Blow. That could set us up. Telepathic Suggestion is we could cancel when revealed effects. Too late. Lay the Trap. Deal 5x damage to the villain. So we can deal 10 damage. That's a good setup. I like it. Draw 2 cards, deal damage, etc. All right, so he's adding 1, 2, 3, 4 to the main scheme. He's going to attack here against Archangel. I think Warpath should have a second one on him. I don't have anything, so I just defend again. I will defend for 4. He'll attack for 1. Discard a random card. 2, 3, 4. Ugh, random card is rude. It is Razor Dive. No damage there. He schemes over here for 2 plus either spend a mental or confuse your identity. So we will spend this mental. You know what? We're actually not going to flip so that we can thwart a little on that side. All right. We will do that instead of being confused. And he schemes for 2, so this goes to 6. And then we are getting cards. Mortal Claw. He goes back to 34. And did we do a when revealed effect? We did, so Pete heals. Armored Guard. Darn it. Now I can't get rid of the Armored Guard. All right, this passes over here. He defended, so I need to remember that I want to play Soaring Hearts. Remember, you want to play Soaring Hearts. All right, we can thwart 3 and 3, so that's good. So we don't want a card. So we flip up. We will thwart for 3 off of a Mortal Claw. Then Pete Wisdom will thwart for 3 off of a Mortal Claw. Yeah? Sure, it doesn't matter. That's gone. He loses 10 health. We each draw a card. Draw a Training Regimen. Oh, that's pretty good. And draw Power of Flight. He's going to take 2. Then I will use a Power of Flight to play Soaring Hearts. And I will trigger dealing 2 damage here. Soaring Hearts will ready both of us. That's why I blocked. And then I can get a card from my discard pile. So I will get Razor Dive or Metamorphosis. Razor Dive or Metamorphosis. We'll get... Could play Taunt still, huh? We'll get Razor Dive because we want to take this guy out. Okay. So that is ready. So now I can thwart for 3 again. So I'll thwart for 3 off the main to bring this down. And I still have a handful of cards. So that feels good, right? That's a good moment. Like, I still have a handful of cards. I just did everything without playing cards. So I have this concussive blow, but maybe I just start getting some of these cards down. This can cancel something. That is a psionic card. This can remove 5 threat, so I could get rid of that card. It's not terrible. But maybe the best plan. All right, so we'll play mental detection, so I can remove 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. So we're going to clear this, so we don't have to deal with that acceleration. Plus, it's a card I'd like to have in the deck. Then we will spend this one, plus this one, and this one, and we're going to play all 3 of these. Training regimen, martial arts training, lay the trap. Oh, we can't have lay the trap out, can we? Got it. All right, do we want to clear it? No. Hold on, is this remove 1 and then remove from that scheme? Nah. 1, 2, or we play 1 less of these. All right, so we'll put out the training regimen, and then we'll spend these 3 to do a concussive blow, which we can't do because we have an armored guard. So we'll just wait a second until Archangel kills him. All right, so Archangel is going to play Power of Flight and Containment Strategy to do a Razor Dive. Is this the correct play? No, we need to have Cannonball do something first. Cannonball will thwart for 2, bring that down. Actually, I have 1 aerial card in my hand. Darn you. So I guess he won't do that. Might as well save a blocker. Techno. Do I want Techno or do I want a Ready? I want to play Techno. Power of Flight. All right, I'll use these 2 to Razor Dive. It gains Overkill and Piercing, so I will kill this guard. Overkill for 3, brings him down to 19. And then she will take an action to do Concussive Blow, deal him 3 damage, and confuse him. Confuse an enemy, then deal 3. So I deal +1 for 4. Aha. All right, then I will attack for 2. Bring him down to 13. I will flip. I'm going to flip all the way down. Sure. I didn't do that. That's right. I'll flip down and heal 1. I will use Worthington Industries to shuffle a Razor Dive back in and draw a card. Oh, right. Thank you. I knew I did the +3. I just forgot it. Thanks. So I do 3 more damage, so he's down to 10. We'll shuffle that in, draw a card. It's another taunt, so we can just taunt like crazy next turn. And Warpath will remove the 2 threat that Cannonball failed to do. All right, cool. Confused. That. 10 health, flip, kill. Feel pretty good about this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a Flurry of Blades. Here's IPAC and X-Bunker. These are fun. They don't quite get us where I think we want to be. And then Telepathy, to always have it on the table. I like this, and you can use Power of Mind, or you can use her cards. It's good. It's not super effective. It's 2 for 2 threat removal, but it is there. And I guess we hold a bunch of taunts. So we have Metamorphosis, so we could change forms to do something. We'll be able to heal 1 more. I like that heal. That heal was smart. That's good. All right. So over here, we are adding 3 threat. Then he's attacking here. I guess Pete can heal, so I guess Warpath is on the way out? Sure. +3, so that's going to be 4. So Warpath is out, and then he's confused. So then we get cards. Under Fire, because why not? Telekinetic Dragon. Take X indirect damage, where X is the number of resource. Oh, that's a when revealed. number of mental resources. 1, 2, 3. So I have to take 3 indirect. So 2 on me, 1 on Pete, and then Pete heals 1. And sound manipulation, he heals 4. You want to do really fast? I feel this card every so often. I think my cat took a bite out of it. And the sleeve is messed up. And I've got a sleeve sitting right here, so I'm going to switch. How old is the claw sleeve, right? How long have I had that there? Sonic Booms! I can exhaust all my characters or spend resources. I will exhaust. Alright, pass to this over here. Heal 1. Thank you, Peter. Alright, now I could defend if I ready. I can metamorphosis. Buckets of cards if I want them. I don't actually think that's what I need to do, though. I think I just need to deal damage. There's this side scheme to heal us. She can heal 4. He can heal 4, so it's not terrible. I don't think Cannonball's exhausted. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so we'll use Worthington Industries. We will shuffle an aerial card back in. Metamorphosis. We will draw an aerial agility. Cannonball will thwart for 2. Do I care? I don't care. I keep saying I don't care about that, and I keep controlling it. Cannonball will deal 2 damage. I will do what? Am I going to metamorphosis to another form? Sure. I'll use the 2 aerial interventions to metamorphosis, and I will go to Archangel form. Then I deal 3 damage. I'm not going to trigger 2. Oh, if I could get him. If I could kill him. I cannot. Then I will spend this and taunt to Razor Dive. So Razor Dive deals 6, and then I deal 3 damage. So I will flip him to his next form where he gets a tough status card and goes to 44 health. And then I will flip to Angel. Is there a reason? Should I flip back down to Warren? Or should I just taunt and have him hit me? He's going to hit me for a lot. And then the render medical aid could happen. Alright, cool. We'll taunt. So he's going to attack me. Oh, for 3, 4. I should have done that on the previous stage. So he's going to hit me for 4. I go down to 5. I draw 3 cards. I can't deal the damage. Then I can do Natural Flight or Ever Vigilant. So I'm going to do Ever Vigilant. I'm going to ready, remove 2 threat. And then I'm going to flip to Warren Worthington, heal 1, and recover for 3. Alright. Psylocke, gosh, has these cards, huh? iPack, take an encounter card, draw 2 cards. I guess it's not terrible for killing things. Exhaust X Bunker and choose a player's enemy has the mutant trait. That player searches the top X cards of their deck, where X is the number of side schemes and victories play, and adds that card to their hand. That's not bad. It's just card draw, huh? All right, well, I think I will put down the iPack. Feels like something I just should not use. I'm going to spend 2 Psy Knives. Wait, hold on. Shoot. I will put down an iPack with a katana. Or flipping a Psy Knife. Right? Yep. Now I have piercing. Attack with piercing for 2. So he's at 42. Then I will spend this and these 2 for Flurry of Blades and deal 2, 2, and 2. It's down to 36. And then I'm clearing that with Pete. No, I'm not. I'm dealing 2 damage. 34. And I will flip down and have 2 people flip down. I could have kept one of those and confused him, which is probably smart. And then I can get a skill card, but I'll just get it next turn. I could end up with 2 skill cards, right? All right, we're not going to use IPAC. So sorry, I should say what this does. Exhaust IPAC and deal 1 face down encounter card to a player. That player draws 2 cards. You know me. I'm all about push. But I want to push when I know I can deal the 34 damage. At this point, I don't need to mess anything up. Which is probably what I would do. All right, this is search your deck for a skill card. Well, I got 1 card left in my deck, so we'll see how that goes. Soaring Hearts. We may let the main scheme pop. We don't care. Can we draw damage? Razor Dive. So we got damage. All right, and we could recur it. We could double Razor Dive, and that's going to be 6, 12, 15 damage. If we could attack, it would be 18, 20. Over here, I didn't draw damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe a ready in there. So we have to see if we could draw a skill card that did something for us. All right, this could be close to the end. Sorry, not close as in lost. Close to the end. Add 3 is going to scheme twice. 3 plus 2 is 5. It goes to 10. 3 plus 2 is 5. It goes to 15. It's a beautiful number because that goes to 16. Now he probably advances. Sound manipulation. He's going to heal 4. 38. And assault will surge into gang up. Will surge into tiger shark doo 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 doo. All right. So I'd have to find a way, or I can shuffle a card. I can shuffle a psionic card back in. What is a skill card? These are skill cards. But it doesn't look like I have a psionic skill card. Upside the head. Directed force for some damage. Alright. Gotcha. Alright, lots of other skills. Alright, well, we can look at this card. We can exhaust this and draw a skill card. It is not a skill card, but it is a flurry of blades. So that's good to know. Other than that, I don't think I have too much. I could gain retaliate. So I flip up. Oh, I could shuffle back in a flurry of blades, right? So I'd have more damage. They're both the same. Keep that on that side. Flip. Although I could also get it from my deck with Soaring Hearts. Are there 3 of them? Yep, okay. All right, so I guess we have to take out Tiger Shark, the medical aid somewhere here. But for now, we will attack for 5 with directed force. Yep. 33. Did I resolve? What did I resolve? When you resolve, assault, gang up. Oh, I did the when revealed on each of these. Yep. So he heals 2. Cool. Okay. I could also do upside the head, but I don't think I need that. I have to clear a side scheme to be able to draw the flurry of blades. So I could do the IPAC now. All right, I will play Soaring Hearts to ready and get a card back from my discard pile. Identity card, so I'll get a flurry of blades. I'm just going to kill him next turn. And then I will use this one and these 2 to do flurry of blades. 2, 2, and 2 will kill Tiger Shark. I will attack for 3. Pete Wisdom. I guess I'll thwart this for 3. Bring it down to 11, so I don't have to deal with that. Go from there. All right. Warren heals 1 to go to 10. Shuffles a card back in. Razor Dive. Draws a card. Flip to Archangel. Pay 2 less for Razor Dive with Avian Anatomy. Deal 6 damage. Put it back in my hand, +3, so that's going to be 9, so he's down to 21. Cannonball will thwart for 2. I will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 18. And then we'll use Elixir and Power of Flight to Razor Dive again for 6, down to 12. And what do we do at that point? We'll play Natural Flight to remove 4 threat. And just keep it under control. All right, we got blockers. We got all sorts of things. We should be good. Hey, 2 Flurry of Blades. What do you know? Feel good now. Feel good now. Sonic attacks. Those are crazy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, her precon's a little tricky, but I feel like you can make her better. Playing into that, Psionic is going to be strong. Even just giving her, I guess she doesn't need resources, though, huh? She needs card draw. That's her big thing. So that X-Bunker was going to be good for her. iPack actually makes sense. I can see where that's coming from. And there's another one. This also lets you get a skill card and discard a card, so you could build more. McTaggart. I can't remember her name, sorry. Razor Dive. All right. He is going to attack us. So I'll attack here into Pete Wisdom for 2. +1 is 3. Pete is out. He'll attack here into Cannonball for 2 + 1 is 3. And then we'll get our encounter cards. How bad can it get? Surge. Weapons Factory. Nobody cares. Claw's Vengeance. Attacks again. I will defend. Archangel will defend for 4. 1, 2, 3. For 5, so he'll take 1 because I used the Soaring Acrobatics. I go to 9. And then finally, an Armored Guard. Ooh, that's kind of a pain. But I think I had a Razor Dive. This will have 5 on it. Passes here. I do have a Razor Dive. First, I will play Metamorphosis. I will flip to Angel. I will remove 2 threat from a scheme, clearing Render Medical Aid so we can heal for 5 each. And draw a card. And I draw an Ever Vigilant. And I draw a card off of Metamorphosis. I'll use this to ready myself. I drew my card already. I didn't deal damage, right? Nope. Okay. Then I will do... Oh, actually, do I want to ready myself? Do I care? I don't care, right? No, I want to pay 2 less for an event. I'll change back to Archangel. I will use these 2. I use Ever Vigilant and... no, sorry. I will use Techno Organic Wings to play Razor Die for 2 fewer. With Siren, so that deals 6 with Overkill. Goes to 9, and then I deal 3. Then I will play... Oh, I can't play Adaptive Plumage, huh? I'll play Ever Vigilant. Ready. Remove 2 threat. And I will attack for 2. Over here, I will play iPack. Take one, draw 2 cards. Hey. Then I will use Flurry of Blades to deal 2, 4, 6 damage. So I'll deal 2, 4, 6. Dead. Nice. All right. We got them there, so we made some small changes. We pulled a couple cards out here. Then we had more out of hers. Again, I think this Float Like a Butterfly is kind of neat. If you can give this to everybody, and then you can play something where you're keeping the enemy confused a lot. You can stay in hero form. Can be kind of neat. The telepathies remove threat. The other one deals damage. So you got that on the table, which is nice because she has a lot of resources. So this gives you things to spend. These actually make sense. They're just not super effective, right? But you're playing your power of mind. You're using your resources that are here so they don't go to waste so you can play the other cards in your hand. I had that one turn where she had like 8 cards in her hand. I did all this stuff. He played Soaring Hearts. And I was like, oh my gosh, I still have my hand. And that was really fun. Like, it's fun to realize, oh, I did all this without using my hand yet. So cool. That is Psylocke and Angel, the 2 newest heroes. So you should be able to find those available today. So that is exciting. Yeah, I was going to play Scare Tactic in there as well. That's a pretty good card. I think I actually have it set aside right here, don't I? Yeah. So whenever something's confused, she can deal +1 damage. So this deals 3 damage to it if it's confused, so it makes it 4. Same with the Sonic Rifle. Paying stuff with higher cost because she's sitting with resources on the board is pretty smart. It's just with the 4 hand size, she's got to flip back and forth, really, is what she's trying to do to get those cards back. So, yeah, she's interesting. I think she'll have some really strong builds, and she'll have some struggle on some things. I think it's solo where you can confuse a lot more, and you don't have to flip down so much if you can block with allies, and then you can take advantage of the confuse. But when you're going to play multiplayer, and people are going to be flipping down, and you're trying to hold confuse on there, it's just not going to happen. So it's going to be a little bit more frustrating of a build the more players you add to try to keep them confused, unless, somebody goes first and confuses. You're playing with Hawkeye, they confuse, and then you go from there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, better for him. I actually wanted more resources for him. She's got a ton of resources, so team building exercise seems good, but eventually it was like, I have all these resources. However, if I had more resources on the table, I could be spending the ones I have to play those other ones, telepathy and telekinesis, so that kind of becomes interesting for sure. Certainly getting the van out early and then that thing never popped was huge. He's super fun. Just the ability to, don't want to draw cards, don't want to deal damage, don't want to heal one. He's just got a lot of options. So he plays like the 3-sided heroes do. Feels a little bit more like Ant-Man to me than Wasp. But she's got a lot of recurring, which is neat. Recurrence is good. Actually, he does too. So that's really good. But just in case anybody's worried, he's going back in the sleeve. He's okay. He's okay. Nice. Cool. Well, I hope everybody enjoys... Oh, my preference between the 2. I'm going to pick Psylocke. I like Angel. He feels a little more straightforward. And I think I'm interested to see what else she can do. So I'm kind of more excited to build a deck with her and see what I can get working. Than with him. She also has Psionic, so I like being able to play those Psionic cards that have felt limited till now when we only had Phoenix, and now we have Cable and her. So that's interesting. So I like her, but I would definitely agree that his was more straightforward and easy to play. He was kind of getting more done. But it'll be interesting to see where she goes. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised in the long run if I end up liking Angel better. Ariel is very built out. And I mean, Protection is fine. Ever Vigilance is just such a crazy good card. He doesn't need to ready a lot. It's an interesting stat line here with the 2/1/2. So you're definitely in middle ground versus the other one where it deals damage and whatnot. But Techno-Organic Wings is a top card in the game. I mean, that is super fun. You get that card out and all of a sudden you are flying. So that is a card you want to see, but there isn't a way to cheat that out, right? None of the side schemes will let you get that out because it's a 3 cost. So that's going to be a little bit trickier. But yeah, when you get him with Techno-Organic Wings, now you feel like you're flying. Pun intended. So, yeah, I guess I'm more excited to build Psylocke because she felt like she wasn't as strong. So maybe that's the backwards thing, is that I'm saying Angel felt like the better hero. So I'm excited to see what I can do with Psylocke. The puzzle of it is kind of exciting for me, I suppose. So there's that element to it. So we'll have to see. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a great Friday. Some of you maybe just be waking up now. Some of you, it's the middle of the day because you're across the pond and whatnot. But thanks so much for joining me. We're gonna get another multiplayer game in. I'm not sure exactly when. It's tricky for schedules when people are. Okay, there's one that's any identity specific upgrade. Okay, right. Because you can get rockets, guns in. It's hard to remember what it says. You can pay 2 or fewer, 3 or fewer. But yeah, thank you. There's one that just says any identity specific upgrade. So that's a great way to go with him. So you just double your ability to get that out and whatnot. So cool. Well, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. There'll be more stuff, I'm sure, at some point. I hope you have a great weekend. And let me know, Psylocke, Angel, if you played them both, when you play them both, who you like better, who you're more excited for, whatever it is, you can put it in the comments down below. But until next time, I'm the Brandt, and I hope you step into the portal. Bye, everybody. Happy Friday.